What's up y'all, welcome to this new video. In today's video I'm going to be doing something that has been requested for some time, but I never had the chance to do it, or I never thought about doing it, so here we are. I'll be showing you guys my personal favorite warm-up from the start all the way until the end. So from dynamic stretches, really easy stretches, to full sprint. You can do this warm-up with your team, you can do this warm-up alone before a field workout, whenever you please. This warming up has two different parts. The first one is the ground routine, and the second one is the dynamic part. Normally in tournaments where I have multiple games a day, I'll only do the ground routine in the first game of the day, because most of the times after that you stay kinda hot. So then I'll just start with the dynamic routine for the next games. But for now I'm gonna show you the whole routine, so ground routine and then dynamic routine as well. Let's get into it. Okay, so first things first, ground routine includes the ground, of course. First stretch, lay on your back, knees in 90 degrees, spread your arms, and then you're just gonna do left, right. This is to loosen up the lower back. If you struggle to feel this in your lower back, try to exhale all the way when you go to your furthest point. This is really nice to wake up. And sometimes when you have an early game, this is a dangerous moment to fall asleep again. Then second stretch is quite similar, still for the lower back, but a little more active. You're gonna put one foot straight, the other knee is 90 degrees. You're gonna bend it over like this, both arms to one side, and then you're gonna open your arms all the way as far as possible and then go back. I do about 5 reps on each side. Again, when you're at this point, try to exhale and go as far as possible. Switch sides. If you exhale when you go to your furthest stretching point, that's when you'll feel it the most. And you will also be able to get further. Then next one is not on the back anymore, but it's still on the ground, so I consider this part of the ground routine. This is called the greatest stretch. I mean, if something's called the greatest stretch, you have to include it in pretty much every warm-up. You start standing up, knee to your chest, then you're gonna go into a lunge. What I like to do is first go down and feel the stretch, like for example in the glute, and then after that I push a bit to the front to feel it more in the hip flexor. The two positions. Then you put one arm down next to your front foot and the other arm is still free. So what you're going to be doing with this one is go under, so in between your leg and your arm, and you're going to reach as far as possible. When you do so, you will feel it stretch in your glute. So like this, and then you go up and again reach as far as possible. I do about 2 reps each side. And then you push back up. So you're in a really wide split stance, and then extend the front leg and stretch it out like this. That way you're in a hamstring stretch. Come back up and we're gonna switch sides. So knee to the chest, deep lunge, go down for the glute, go to the front for the hip flexor, arm down, in between, reach, over, go back, over again, extend front leg, wide split stance, and reach down for the hamstrings. Bang, easy, greatest stretch. Okay, next we're gonna activate pretty much the whole body. So what we're gonna be doing is you go on all fours and then you lift up your knees slightly. You probably can't tell on the camera, but my knees are not touching the ground. So in this position, you'll feel it burning in your quadriceps. You have to engage your core, so be sure to like squeeze it. We're gonna be doing shoulder taps, so like this. Do them slow and controlled. Really feel the burn in the quadriceps. Engage your core. And then a good cue for this exercise is we want to keep the hips as stable as possible. So of course you can do this, And that's pretty easy to do, and you're not gonna be engaging your core. But if you do this one, trust me, it's gonna be a whole lot more difficult. I do about 5 to 10 shoulder taps each side. Next, I go into glute bridges. So you go on your back again, like this. Knees are in an angle of about 90 degrees. We're gonna be pushing up the hips, and I like to squeeze the glutes at the top position. First I do 2 legs together, and I do about 10 of those. After that I switch to single legs, and I do about 5 each side. So like this. If you want to make it easier, don't fully extend your leg. If you want to make it harder, fully extend your leg. It's normal that you will also feel this in your hamstring quite a bit. I did heavy RDLs yesterday, so I feel it more than quite a bit in my hamstrings. Well, then we have another exercise which is called the glute bridge walkout, but this is not focused on your glutes but focused on your hamstrings. So you go in glute bridge position again, like this. You push up and you're gonna walk out slowly, like this, on your heels, and you go all the way as far as you can without letting your butt touch the ground, like this, and then you go back. When you're here, don't take a break, go again. So, little steps out and back in. I like this a lot to activate my hamstrings. It really fires me up, and like one set of these will make my hamstrings almost like sprint ready. So that's great. Last one for the ground routine is gonna be a split stance, so like this. We aim for 90 degree in all angles, so knees, ankle, other knee, other ankle, and then straight up on the hip, also 90 degrees. You're gonna be squeezing your back glute, so that means in this position, it's my right glute, so on this side. I'm gonna squeeze it for 5 seconds as hard as I can. Then I'm gonna relax and I'm gonna bounce. After this, switch sides, squeeze the back glute. So in this position, it's the left one. And bounce. Voila, so that concludes the ground routine. For me personally, I'm almost ready to go at this point. For me, the most important thing is the hamstrings and the glutes. If these are hot for me, I feel pretty good. Okay, so after the ground routine, we go into the dynamic routine. Just as the ground routine, this is pretty self-explanatory. So we're gonna be doing a dynamic warming up. So the first thing I always like to do is monster walks. This is just to activate my adductors. For people who don't know monster walks, I think pretty much everybody knows it, but if you don't, feet shoulder width, go into a little bend, like almost a squatting position, and then we're gonna do side steps to the right first. And really do this slow and try to feel it in your adductors. I do about 5-6 steps each side, and then when I'm done, I come up and I stretch my adductors like this. Go back down and the other side. This is an exercise that works really well for me. Just like the glute bridge walkout does for my hamstrings, this one really fires up my adductors right away and I feel ready to go. On that note, maybe that's a good thing to say. This is a warming up that fires me up and that helps me get completely hot. If other exercises work for you, you can find whichever ones work for you and try to incorporate them in this workout, or just pick some exercises from this warming up and incorporate it in your warming up. Warming up is really something personal, so just do what feels good for you and do what feels like you're ready to go. Okay, so then for me, an important one, maybe the most important one is in the whole warming up, is ankle hops. I have pretty weak ankles. I twist them pretty much every other week, and I'm dealing with an ankle injury for the moment actually. So ankle hops, really important for me. You start off 2 feet together and you just jump basically. This is a bit like rope skipping. I do this for about 10 to 15 seconds. Really get the ankle muscles, the calf muscles, the shin muscles, get everything firing. After that, we're gonna be front and back. So like this, jump to the front and back. Also about 10 seconds. After that, we're gonna do left, right, like this. And then we're gonna go over to single leg, so only left, like this. You do it stationary, so you don't go front, back or left, right. And switch foot, switch feet, damn. Okay, now we go 2 legs together again, like this. 5 seconds, and then we're gonna do 5 high pogo jumps, so like this. Voila, that's my ankle hop routine. Trust me, if you try this, it's gonna take about a minute. Everything under your knee is gonna be burning and is gonna be ready to go. Game mode ready. After that, we go into the more standard rhythmic running exercises. So first thing, knee up. So A skips. I do them single leg. So only right leg. Damn. There goes my mic. Left knee when going back. Then right heel. Left heel. Right B skip. Yeah, and if you're also wondering why there is no more sound, well, I fucked up and my microphone died. So the rest is gonna be a voiceover. So as I've said, next is gonna be B skips. You hold up your knee in 90 degrees and then also the ankle in 90 degrees, and you really pull down on your hamstring when you do a B skip. So like this. Because that is also the movement you're gonna be doing when you sprint. So you come down and you really pull on your hamstrings. Let's go right leg when we go out and left leg when we come back. A mistake I see a lot of people make is this one. They go up with their leg and they fully extend their leg before they come down. This is more like a stretch. What we want to do with the B skip is have more like an activation of the hamstring. So if you really pull down on your hamstring, you're going to activate it. If you extend your knee while your leg is completely up, that's more going to stretch your hamstring than activate it. So as I've said, you really want to pull down on your hamstring. Then next and last exercise before we get into the sprints is bounce for distance and bounce for height. This basically is what you see all the children doing on the playground. And when you go, you want to make sure you get as much distance in every hop as possible. And when you come back, you want to make sure you have as much height as possible. So in the first one, we're going to be focusing on going far. Second one on going high. So that's it for the rhythmic running and the dynamic warming up. Then the last thing that leaves us before we can really start the game, start the drills, whatever you want to do, is sprints. I like to get in 3 sprints before I start training. First one is a 3-meter acceleration, second one is a 5-meter acceleration, and then the last one is gonna be an acceleration. And I just have to hit full speed in this acceleration. So it's probably gonna be anywhere from 15 to 30 meters. Let's start with the 3-meter acceleration. Then the 5-meter. And then when going back, I'm gonna try to reach top speed or anywhere near top speed. Okay, so that was it for the workout. If you do this one, you should be ready to go for a game. Try this out, let me know what you think, and look at where I'm at. I don't know if you can see this, but that right there is Boston, and I live down here somewhere. What a view, that's amazing. Anyway, thank you so much if you watched all the way through the end. I hope you all have a blessed day. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and see you all in the next one.